Hi, I'm Nandini from Vijay's Peace Center. Welcome, Prerna.
Thank you. Hi Nandini, how are you?
Great. What about you?
I'm good.
Prerna, would you like to tell us a little more about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I'm a clinical dietitian currently working in the Sunbird Clinic. I have a more than 8 year of experience in the clinical nutrition and dietetics. I am planning the diet for the adults, for the child with the different medical conditions. So it is very great help when it comes to the nutrition.
That's wonderful. It's so interesting to know that you have so much experience in different age ranges and different areas of diet modification. That's wonderful, I feel.
Yeah. It's always much better when you are focused on the diet. And if you wanted to avoid the medicines, you should always focus on the diet from beginning.
That's definitely what we all want to do,
Yeah.
for sure. So, in terms of kids, like being in a therapy center, a lot of parents come to us at a daily basis to ask about what kind of diets they should follow for their children. So, what would you suggest?
See, for the diet, every person is different. Whether it is child, whether it is adult, whether it is any age group you pick up, it's completely different. If you want me to, tell you, or a parents wants to tell them a specific diet which helps many of the people, so there is nothing common. So let's say if the child is 4 years, so their nutritional requirement will be different than the 6 years or on their conditions. So it's completely very much customized, you can say.
Talking about nutrition, how does nutrition affect a child's development? Would you expand on
Sure.
that?
So nutrition is a key. So let's say example, when you want to grow the plant, so what we do, we put the seed in the mud and then timely we give water, timely we'll keep in the sun, so it grows because it is a requirement of the plant. Same way, the child requirement is the nutrition because that's how they will develop, they will grow. So if we are not providing a proper nutrition to the kids, so their physical development will be gonna suppress, their emotional and cognitive development will be gonna also compromised. So that's why nutrition is so important when it comes to the development of the child.
It indeed is quite important, as you're explaining, and for every age group I think it keeps differ.
Yes, it differs. It's differ with the age group as well as in the condition. Let's say some kids are very active, so for them the diet will be a little bit different, and some kids may be let's say if I am saying broccoli is good for this condition with this age group, but might be that particular kid is allergic with the broccoli. So it's very much customized thing. So nutrition and the diet plan is very much customized, so it's very individual.
Surely very intricate and very in-depth one has to go to
Yes.
understand what will be really beneficial for which child.
Correct.
You mentioned about restlessness and hyperactivity. Parents often come to me asking about sugar intake. Is it
Yeah.
really something that we have to really look into?
See, again, it is completely depend child to child. But yes, there are some studies which says like sugar increase the activity, or after having that, the child become restless. So also like maybe one child get restless with the sugar, another will not get. So parents has to watch what food is making them restless, what food is making them so active. And some studies says there is no effect of the sugar on this child. The effect is from the color, the food color which we use, the additive we will be used. So there are studies in that as well. So we cannot blame only on the sugar.
That's nice. Relief for the children
Yes,
that they
yes.
can have some bit of sugar. But colors, I never really had any idea about colors playing a role in affecting the child's.
Yes, because it's again chemical, right? The color which we are using in the food, it's chemical. So
That's interesting, truly. So, what are the foods that we should avoid?
okay, so the food which needs to avoid, parents has to watch what food they are giving the reaction. Then that food needs to be avoided. Again, it is completely on the condition of the child. There are different type of condition where the different type of food has to be avoided. But definitely more sugary foods like chocolates, sugar is allowed, but in the proper portion. If we are giving it in a more quantity, it's not good. As well as refined wheat flour, as well as more fatty food, more fried food, these needs to be avoided.
Actually, that is a point to be noted, definitely. So, for instance, if there is a child who avoids eating green leafy vegetables, how
Okay.
can I make it a part of their diet?
Okay, so some child will eat green leafy, but some may not eat. So what you need to do, or what parent need to do, you have to hide that. How can you hide? Let's say you want to give the spinach to your kid. So you can grind this spinach, you can mix with wheat flour, you can make puri, or you can make paratha, or you can make chapati also. So it will be for them, it's a green color. So you are not using any chemical color, it's a natural spinach color which gives the food a green color. Or maybe you can grind it mixed with the pasta, whole wheat pasta. So again it will change the color. So like that way you have to hide it and give it to your kid.
I think it's surely a very fun way to incorporate these
Yes.
colors and nutrition aspects in the child's diet, and I think the plate will become more colorful for
Attractive.
them to see as well. Moving forward with this, is there a specific way that we can present the food, like a parent can, to make things more appetizing for the child?
Yes, very good question. So, for the kids, they like cartoons. So, you need to see what cartoon character they like it. Let's say, if the kid likes smiley, you can make a smiley pancake, you can make a smiley omelette. So, like that way, you can do this is number one. Number two, you can make a different color foods. Let's say, in a one plate, you put orange color fruit, and then green color, and then red color, the vibrant colors. So, it attracts them, as well as try to follow the theme of the restaurant. Like when you go to McD, you see they give French fries in the packet. Like that, you can make it at home. Wraps they give, so it look like very attractive to the kids. So you can make same things at home, which make them feel, oh, it's from the restaurant. It's not from the home. It's like
So we have to be a little
Smart.
bit smart in planning and executing all of this. Is this depends on different age group as well? Like from very young to 10 years of age, we have to be a little more playful with their food, and post that we can be a little more strict.
With the kids, I believe we should not be strict even post age, but yes, for sure, with 10 years, till 10 years, you should do all these stuff, because after that, they will be that much smart, they will figure it out, the differences. But still, that time you can hide the things and do it.
Moving forward, I would like to understand that as a parent, how can they encourage their children to make much better food choices with so many options available of, like in restaurants and junk food? So how can we encourage them to make better choices for themselves?
This is the most important question, and this is a most lovable question of mine. So when it comes to the food choices, and you want your child to choose a good food or a healthy food, so first change needs to be in you. First change, it needs to be in parents. How it is? See, the kids learn from you. When they born, they don't know anything. So what they see, what they listen, they learn from there. So if you are eating in front of them a junk food, they will learn that. So I'll give you one example. Like let's say US, UK. Have you seen the kids what they eat? Mostly.
Yes, fries,
And at
burgers,
home they used to eat like
mashed
salads,
potatoes,
mashed potatoes, boiled chicken, grilled chicken, like that way.
isn't it?
But if you give them, let's say, Indian cuisine, idli sambar or a gravy chicken, they will never eat, because they're born and brought up with that.
They've not been exposed to those such
Yes.
choices.
And here, if you give the Indian cultured kids this salad or a grilled chicken or a boiled chicken, they will never eat, because they start eating, that way.
They've never seen anybody around
Correct.
them making such choices.
Correct,
So for
correct.
them it turns out to be quite odd.
Correct. So that when you want to change your kids' food choices, you have to change yours first. So when they see, okay, my mom is picking up the fresh orange juice, I should also go for the fresh orange juice not the Coke or not the any carbonated sodas. So like that way we have to change it, and our kids will change.
Beautiful. Change has to come from parents to children.
True.
Lovely.
True.
So making choices also affect their behaviors
Yes.
in a positive or in a different direction.
Yes. Of course, yes. Because the way you eat, you behave like that. Like when you eat, let's say, when you eat more oily food, more, spicy food, do you feel like more anger? Like it relates to that. So definitely, it matters.
In this fast paced life with both parents working and everything being so tightly packed together, what suggestion would you like to give to the parents that helps them in planning their meals, their child's meal much better?
So the meal should be easy. So for mother it's easy to prepare, and also we have to see the kids that for him to eat should be easy, like it should be handy. So the option we can give it to you, like pancake, but pancake you can chop vegetables if they are picky. If they don't want to see the vegetable, then you can grind and mash it, and then you can mix in the batter. So like that you can make a pancake. And you can make a smoothie where you can include milk, oats and some fruits. So this is a very good nutritious meal because it has everything. And you can give omelette wraps, you can give different type of wraps, or you can give pancakes, but different type of pancakes. Someday besan, someday moong, someday with carbs, and some lentil. Like that way you can give.
A variation.
Yeah,
And I
variation.
think parents can also try carrying this, as you were saying, explaining in the previous points as well,
Yes.
that what parents eat, the kids adapts as well. So if they see their parents picking up on these food choices, they would be more willing to try it as well, because I
Very
don't.
true, very true. So see, it's a balanced meal. So definitely for the kids quantity will be less, but for the parents quantity will be more. So it will be much better for the mom to cook one thing and give it to everyone. So that's the best one.
That's absolutely right. Quite an ease
Yeah.
for in this hectic schedule. What would be your one or two priority food, or you can say nutrition aspect wise? What would you prioritize that these things should be there in my child's meal at all times? Is it something?
See, there are some macronutrients like carbs, protein, and fat, or vitamin minerals. This has to be there in every kid's diet, in every individual diet. So, if we talk about the carbs, so it comes from wheat, pasta, oats, all these stuffs are carbs. When we talk about the protein, so there are lentil, chicken, fish, eggs, milk, and milk products. So these are protein. And vitamin minerals are fruits and vegetables. So when you are making a diet or when you are giving it to your kid or anyone, you have to make sure that you are putting all these things in any form. It's not like you have to give only milk or you have to only give chicken. No, any of one thing you can add in each food group.
Thank you so much, Prerna, for joining us over here. It was lovely interacting with you and getting to know so much about nutrition and how does nutrition affects a child's behavior, what are the things we should be incorporating in their diet, what are the ways we can try to encourage them to have more nutrition in their diet, and some easy tips for the parents in this hectic life as well. So thank you so much.
Most welcome, and it's my pleasure to talking today here, and thank you for inviting me. So these tips will help parents as well as the kids, so it's really nice.